Hello guys, how are you guys doing today? Today I'm going to talk about my top 10 foundations that I've been loving, guys. I'm going to do 5 high-end, 5 affordable. First foundation I'm going to talk about is one of my all-time favorite foundation, and this is high-end. This is by Lancome. I've done review of this foundation, so I'm going to link it up here for you guys to watch it. This foundation is amazing, and I'm using the shade number 10 in the UK and US. The names are different, so it's very tricky to like match the UK and the US shade, because UK they use number 10, number 11, number 12, while in the US they use like 400 and something, so it's quite tricky. So yeah, but in the UK I use shade 10. This foundation, I've not had any problem using this foundation. This foundation is my go-to, long wearing for me. It's good for oily skin, so I don't know, because I'm combination skin, it's good for me. It's so good for oily skin because it's 24 hours. For dry skin girl, you can actually use this foundation also, because it's not going to dry you out, and a little bit of this foundation goes a long way. And it's buildable coverage, not like full coverage, and it's very skin like, so that's why I like this foundation a lot. Like, everybody know this is one of my favorite foundation of all time. The second foundation I'm going to talk about is also high-end. Is by Clinique. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. This foundation is amazing, no joke. It reminds me of the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Either one you get, you still get similar results. I really like this foundation by Clinique. Actually use it as a concealer, you can use it as a foundation. So I have two shades of this. I used amber and golden, but I only have golden here with me because I just want to talk about the foundation. The formula of this foundation, I've done a review of it. I'm going to link it. All this foundation I'm talking about, I've done a review of most of them already. That is, yeah, for you to actually know more about the formula, everything. I'll link it right here, and wear test of it. This foundation is very flawless. I mean flawless on the skin, and it gives you this golden beautiful finish, guys. No joke, this foundation is really good. For dry skin, I'll find it hydrating. It's not too drying, because for a dry skin girl you need a foundation that is not too drying, that has moisture on it. When you are blending it, it will not dry out your skin. And you can try it out for yourself if you live in the UK or the US. If you can get a sample in where you live, get a sample and try it out for yourself, because I tried a sample. It was always a sample I used in doing the review. Try it out for yourself before spending your money, okay? Even for the Lancome, you can get a sample and try it out. Right. This foundation I'm going to talk about is also high-end, and this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So I'm going to link a video of me using this foundation up here. Like the way this foundation looks flawless on the skin. It looks really good on the skin. It's like a skin-like foundation because it doesn't have like full coverage. The medium coverage is really medium coverage. You need to apply more to get the coverage out, but it's beautiful on the skin. If you are looking for that no makeup look, use this foundation. Amazing. Gives you this flawless clean skin, as in your skin is glowing from within. You understand? Yeah, your skin will be glowing from within. I know it's Giorgio Armani, it's not cheap, but there's something it gives you when you're not going for that full coverage. Or you can use a concealer first to color correct, then use this foundation. But if you're looking for coverage, I will not go for this foundation because it does not have full coverage. The medium coverage is rare. It's really limited medium coverage, because you need to apply more to get the medium coverage out of this foundation, because it's really fine. It's supposed to give you like a luminous skin. Like, you understand? I don't know what I'm doing my mouth like doing. I'm trying to like make you understand it. For the shade range of the foundation I just talked about, Lancome has good shade range, really good shade range. For Clinique has good shade range of this foundation. I'll leave how many shades they have for you guys to know. I'll leave it on the description bar. For the Giorgio Armani I'm going to leave the shade number that they have on this because I have to mix 2 shades to get my shade of this foundation. 11 is a bit too red, while 10 is a bit too yellow. So I have to mix 10 and 11 to balance it out. The next one, the 4th foundation I'm going to talk about is high-end. This is Fenty Beauty. When you hear Fenty, you know the shades range is amazing. Amazing. And they've added more shades. Fenty just coming for everyone's money. She's not yet to play. Like you can see the lit sign, like the fire sign of lit on her head. She is lit with the shades, and she's also coming out. Or she has come out maybe before this video comes out. Release a concealer. I can't wait to use that concealer. Yeah, if that concealer review come out with this before this video, I'm going to link it up here for you guys to watch it. But I've already done a review of this foundation. I also link it for you guys to see it. I find it to be a bit drying because once you apply this foundation, if you don't blend quick, it can dry. And this foundation oxidize because I use shade 410. People find it out when I apply this foundation on my face, they're like, oh, this foundation is too light for you. No, it's not, because this foundation, give it a few minutes, it oxidizes into your skin. It looks like my skin tone. Like I said, the shade range is just, so I have no complaint about the shade range. And the coverage is medium buildable coverage, not like full coverage, so you can build it up to be full. It's not, I will not suggest this foundation for a dry skin girl because it might dry you out, but for a combination skin and the oil skin girl, yeah, it will work. Flawless finish that it gives is nice. So the last high-end foundation I'm going to talk about is Too Faced. This is Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. I rock this foundation in the summer period. This foundation is amazing. I really like this foundation, guys. I won't lie. For the shade range of this foundation is a bit they need to add more shade range of this foundation. I use the shade Mahogany on this shade. I find this shade to be a bit too red, but after highlighting and contouring, it works. The reason why it's here because it's flawless on the skin. It's very easy to use because it has a pump, and I just grab for this often because I just find it to be really good. I've not tried the Born This Way foundation. People said that foundation is good. Maybe I will buy it and try it out. But I like to stick with what I already know and save money. If it's not broken, don't fix it. So now for the affordable, I'm going to start with my top 5. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Maybelline, baby. Yeah, the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. This foundation is amazing. It reminds me of the La Competent Idol foundation, so that's why I really like this foundation. For affordable, this foundation is very affordable. It's like £6 something from Boots and Superdrug. And the reason why they look different because this one is the packaging they're selling in America, why this one is the selling in the UK. I prefer the UK packaging because the US one does not have a pump. The UK one, you can just open it up and get your product out, press the product, and you are good to go. So I prefer the UK packaging. In the US, I use the shade 338. I've done a review of this. I'll link it up here for you guys to watch it. While in the UK, I use the shade 356. You can see different packaging, different shades I'm using. For this foundation, I have like 4 shades because it took them time to like add more shade in the UK. You understand? So Maybelline, you guys are playing joke with me. But I really like the formula of this foundation. This foundation is beautiful for an affordable foundation. So if you are looking like a beginner, you are looking for a foundation to try out, check Boots or Superdrug for Maybelline Fit Me. Yeah, let me know what you think about this foundation. If you have it, let me know what you think. I don't find it to be very long wearing, but it can hold up for a couple of hours. Yeah, with the right primer. And it's really flawless on the skin. I really like this foundation. It wins my heart all anytime. So the next foundation I'm going to talk about is the Milani Foundation. This foundation reminds me of the Clinique. But the problem I have with this foundation is that it's not long wearing, but it's so flawless on the skin. Really beautiful on the skin. Really, really beautiful. I use the shade Chestnut. This foundation is beautiful on the skin. Comes with a pump. I don't know how many shades there are. Don't know if it's the shade is limited. Sorry, I don't know. I will leave the number of shade on the video. But I've just added this foundation because the foundation is flawless. The only problem I have is that it's not long wearing for me. Before I know it, the oil starts coming out, but it's flawless. So if you are going for like a short hour and you're looking for affordable foundation, you can try out this foundation. The next foundation I'm going to talk about, is Revolution. The Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation, which looks like this. Everybody know this foundation. They're adding more shades this year because they need to add more shade this year. They can work on their skin tone a bit, they need a little bit of yellow. So I'm thinking I might have my shade of this foundation this year. This foundation is beautiful on the skin, really beautiful on the skin. I'll leave the review up here for you guys to watch it if you're interested. It's really flawless. It reminds me of the concealer, guys. I love this foundation. I just needed them to come out with more shades. So if you can find your shade when they release more shade, please buy it. This foundation is nice. I think it's £10, so it's affordable. It's nice. You can just walk to Superdrug and buy it. So it's very accessible to buy, or you can buy it online. I'm not judging. So yeah, this is one of my favorite foundation. I really like this. I use it to contour. It's beautiful, very easy to blend. And let's talk about the one though. Yes, this is easy to apply on the face. It's also like the Clinique, because Clinique have the same thing. So yeah, so they are not the first person to like come up with that, because Clinique came out with it first before them. So that is not new. Foundation, which looks like this. So it comes in the drop form that you pressed. So this is the fourth affordable foundation, not the last one. I have one more to talk about. This foundation is really nice. For dry skin girl, you will like this foundation. So if you are a dry skin girl, listen to me. Buy this, you will like it, because it's very hydrating. Because it's very hydrating on the face, and the coverage is not bad at all. Very nice coverage, hydrating, is long wearing. I actually mix it with my, where is that foundation? I mix it with the Too Faced one. Like I said, this Too Faced one is a bit red, so I mix this with this to make it work. So I've been mixing this foundation with a lot of things, with a lot of foundation, not a lot of things, with a lot of foundation. That's why it's here. It helps me blend my red tone and balance it out. And the shade I use in this foundation is Cappuccino. So yeah, this is a nice affordable foundation by NYX. And the last foundation I'm going to talk about is one of my favorite foundation of all time. My favorite affordable foundation. This is by Primark. Come closer. This is by Primark. Yeah, and this is £2.50 foundation. As you can see it right here, I left the tag so I will not forget. £2.50 foundation by Primark, right? And I use the shade Amber Honey, and this foundation is flawless. I'm telling you, it's really flawless for a £2.50 foundation. But it's beautiful coverage. It's long wearing to me. If I use a primer, the right primer, is long wearing. For a £2 foundation, I'm not expecting too much. So if I can use it for 2-3 hours, I'm good. But I can use this more than that because I'm wearing this foundation on my face. Can you tell I'm wearing a £2.50 foundation? Let nobody fool you. Sometimes you don't need Giorgio Armani. Sometimes you don't even need Lancome. All you need is a budget foundation to look good. You don't have to break the bank to look cute, all right? And they have really decent amount of dark shades in Primark for a £2.50 foundation. If Primark can do it, I think a lot of brands need to put it together and do it, because Primark actually came through with this foundation. I'm not going to lie. They actually came true. Like, it reminds me of the Maybelline Foundation. This is just £2.50. Highly recommended. If you are passing through primer, you need to get this. Just try it out for yourself and let me know what you think. No joke. Okay. All right, guys. That is all I have to say about the foundation. Let me know what you think about these videos. What top 10 you want to see next? Let me know at the comment section. We'll get our videos rolling. Let me know what are your favorite foundation that you've used, anyone that you recommend for me to try. If I have the money, I'll buy it, you know. Just saying. And if you're not a subscriber, please do hit the subscribe button. Let's be friends. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember what I always say: be yourself, be true to yourself, love yourself, do you always, and remain blessed. Bye, guys. Have a nice day.